good, everybody? Welcome back to L Boxing. We're back with another one. We got these new WBO rankings that just came out for the month of December. About to break them down, do a little screen share. Before I get into it, I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe. Feel free to tap in with my social media, scrolling across the bottom, and tap into the website as well. About to get into it. So, Mark Nash in the building, salute. Appreciate you coming by. Man, Mike in the building, salute to you, bro. Salute. Alright, we'll get to it. Do a little screen share. So the WBO rankings they had their convention in October. They put out some rankings a couple of weeks ago, and they just updated it again. So that's what's up. We're gonna talk about it. So heavyweight division, of course, we know we got the big fight coming up February the 17th, and also we got that big, basically heavyweight card on December 23rd. Usyk versus Fury going down February the 17th. Undisputed, looking for that. Zhang is the interim champion. They say he suffered an injury, so I'm not sure when he'll be back. I know he was at FA's fight, so I don't know if that's the fight they're gonna do. That's a solid fight. FA been looking good recently. So we'll see if his injury gonna keep him out for a while. You know what I'm saying? But Zhang is right up there. We got the majority of the guys that's on this card. December 23rd is rated by the WBO. AJ, Joseph Parker. You got Frank Sanchez on the card. Deontay Wilder, Daniel Dubois, Herkovic, Otto Wallen, Kabier, Mahmudov. You got a bunch of guys rated in the top 15. So that's what's up. So hopefully those fights can lead to bigger fights, bigger like unification, maybe eliminators, or those guys can get world title shots. So that's what's up. I'm waiting to see what's gonna happen with Jared Anderson. I'm not sure what's going on with him, but him versus Zhang, that's solid. Jared Anderson versus Jermaine Franklin. Jermaine Franklin cracked the top 10. He was number 14 last month, so maybe that's a solid fight. You know what I'm saying? That's a Midwest fight. If they can do that somewhere, like if they can do it in Toledo again or anywhere, that's a solid fight. So yeah, it's a lot. So the heavyweight division been down all this year, and towards the end of the year, it started to get cracking. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. All right, junior heavyweight. They call it junior heavyweight, but we know it as cruiserweight. The champion is Chris Billum-Smith. He's gonna make a title defense next Sunday, December the 10th. He got the number 5 contender, Massanet. Gregory Carmichael, what's good with you, bro? Salute. Everything's good, bro. Salute to you. So that's next Sunday, and that would be on Peacock. I'm gonna talk about that in my pre-gaming show. But Chris Billum-Smith, he has a mandatory Richard Rapport. So if he beats Massanet, he'll probably fight Richard Rapport like the first quarter of 2024. So you got Zerto up in there, Marcus Brown. We know these guys. Dorticos, Okoli, he lost his title. He's supposed to have a rematch clause to fight Chris Billum-Smith again, but we'll see. Ryan Rositzky, he fought last night for the WBC final eliminator. He stopped Duradola in the first round, so he going down that route. But he gonna get a world title shot pretty soon. Light heavyweight, so we got Peterbiev versus Calvin Smith. That's a 3-belt fight right there. Calvin Smith is a WBC mandatory. Peterbiev coming off an injury and a year layoff. Calvin Smith is coming off the same. He's more than a year. Both guys coming off injuries and out the ring for a while, but it should be an explosive fight because Calvin Smith he's a good catch and shoot guy, and we know what Peterbiev brings to the table. He'll break you down and get you up out of there. Number 1, Boaxi, he got Dan Aziz. That's February the 3rd. That's gonna be a good fight right there. That fight got postponed. They got a new date real quick, so that's what's up. You got Volchik, Efert, Volchik, Yard. Those guys are good contenders. Albert Ramirez, he just got a fight. They got announced. He's fighting a WBA eliminator. He's gonna face Charles Foster. That's I forgot the date. I think that's January 25th. That'll be on ESPN Plus. We all stay tuned for that. Jerome Papillon, number 11. He just had a fight yesterday in New Zealand. He stopped Porky Medina, so you can take whatever you want to take from that. That's what it is. We'll keep moving. 168. So Canelo undisputed. He basically just waiting. You know what I'm saying? You probably won't hear nothing about his next fight until after the Jaime Munguia fight. Those guys been in negotiations and they talking about making a fight. But that's not the number one guy. He got a bunch of guys. He can fight anybody really. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what Canelo do. Jaime Munguia versus John Ryder. So those guys been talking about fighting for the longest time. They finally got a date. January the 27th, you know what I'm saying? They fighting in Arizona. That's gonna be a good fight though. That's a solid fight. You know what I'm saying? I know Ryder coming off a loss. Munguia, if I had to pick, it'd be another opponent, but Munguia come to fight. So we'll see what's up with that. You got Pacheco, number 2. He had a good performance in his last fight. Went through a little adversity, but came through. Got the stoppage victory. Eric Bayanza, he just got a fight announced too. He's fighting January 25th in Canada. So I forgot his opponent. It's a French contender guy that's been around for a while. So Bayanza staying busy. Eric Berlanga was supposed to be back February 24th against Paddy McCory. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see Berlanga. It's time. That's a good opponent. He undefeated. You know what I'm saying? Who got the skill? Who got the power in that one? Who got the skill? Who got the power? That's a pretty much 50-50 fight, honestly. It's a different style because Ryder is a little shorter, southpaw, kind of hard to hit. He got that, he be bending down and shit, but Munguia is like active, throw a lot of punching combinations. That's going to be a good fight. So yeah, Berlanga should be back against McCory on the 24th of February. Christian and Billy will be back January the 13th. He got Rohan Murdoch. So that's what's up. So you're saying some of the top 10 guys staying active. We seen Kevin Sajo yesterday on the Zone. He had a knockout victory. So yeah, solid. 160. So Janet Baker's the unified champion. He looking to come back in the first quarter of 2024. I know Eubank is number 1. He's probably not gonna fight him next. They're trying to get the Conor Benn fight. So we'll see. Now number 3, Denzel Bentley. That's probably a misprint, honestly. That should be Nathan Hanley, who beat Denzel Bentley. And, he may get the opportunity to fight Xander Beck. You know what I'm saying? We seen Shane Mosley last night, Shane Mosley Jr. We seen him. Maybe he get the opportunity to hit Xander Beck. Number 8, Mihalovic. He about to fight. He about to fight for the IBF Final Eliminator, December 16th on the Zone. That's what's up, man. Maybe Leonard Smith get an opportunity at Xander Beck. I don't know. Moving down to 154. So Tim Tszyu is the champion. His next fight date is March the 1st in Las Vegas. Now, I don't know who he's gonna fight. That's on a Friday, but I don't think it really matters at this point. You think he got more skill, footwork? Yeah, that's gonna be a good fight though. I think I would favor Munguia in that fight. That's gonna be solid though. So Tim Tszyu, looking for an opponent, on March the 1st. I'm thinking it's Erickson Lubin. And Erickson Lubin moved up a couple of spots, and he up to number 2. He was like 7 or 8 last month. Now he's number 2. That actually makes sense if it's not going to be Tim Tszyu versus Charlo. You know what I'm saying? And Tim Tszyu, when he about to smoke, so he called out Lubin actually as one of his potential opponents. So we'll see. He got that number 2 spot. That's solid. Josh Kelly is number 1. He's fighting December 16th. I forgot who he fighting. I forgot the kid's name who he fighting. I think his name is Knapp, something like that. But he's fighting him on I think that would be on the Zone too. Xander Zaya is fighting this weekend coming up. If he wins, he'll have another fight date, February the 16th on Shaki Foster's undercard. Which is Zalev. He's in negotiations with Koke for the vacant IBF. Who else got something? Sergey Bochuk versus Sebastian Fondor. That's going to be for the WBC interim title. So hopefully the PBC announced that fight. Cordell Booker is a new entry. He coming off a good victory, staying active. He was at the WBO convention, so he got that ranking. So maybe I think he got a fight date too coming up. So maybe he gets in the mix. Dre's Finest, what's good with you, bro? Salute. Keep it moving. Welterweight division. So Terrence Crawford, he's not undisputed anymore. We all know that. He got stripped of the IBF. He got the other 3 belts. I think out of the 3 belts that he have at welterweight, I think he'll keep the WBO the longest because he can use that, to use his super champion privilege to move up and be the #1 contender. Yeah, it's a good fight. It's possible. It's possible that fight will happen March the 1st in Vegas. So if Terrence Crawford do vacate, then Giovanni Santillán, who's #1 right now, he should fight for that. I mean, obviously you'll have 1 versus 2. So Giovanni versus Cody Crowley. Yo, that would be a hell of a fight, y'all. That's a good fight. 2 southpaws, both of them aggressive. They're going to sit in the pocket and bang. It actually makes sense, honestly. So we'll see what Terrence does with the belts, stuff like that. Gadasev, he has a WBA eliminator coming up. He's supposed to face Pablo Cesar Cano. That may be on the undercard of Berlinger, his next fight, February 24th. Josh Taylor, so that's another one. Moving up from 140, former undisputed champion, just lost to Teofimo. He going to 47. So he may get that's a good top-ranked in-house fight. Giovanni Santillán versus Josh Taylor. Winston Lee in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. So that's a possible fight. Alexis Rocha is #7. Derek Cuevas is another one. He fought on Friday on ESPN Plus. Maybe Santillán can stay busy and fight him. Brian Norman Jr. just entered the new rankings at #13. He won an international title in his last fight. So he's with Top Rank. Hey, he put himself in position too. Maybe fight Santillán. You know what I'm saying? Maybe fight Cuevas just to keep building. All that shit. The IBF is the only title where you gotta get weighed same day. Nah. Nobody do that. They do so the IBF, they got a 10-pound next day weigh-in. So you weigh in on Friday, you make 147, and then the next day you weigh in like 9 o'clock in the morning, and you can't be higher than 157. So yeah. There's no same day weigh-in though. The rehydration clause, they got that, the 10-pound for the next day weigh-in. So we'll see what's gonna happen with Terrence Crawford if he vacates the titles. I think he should. If he don't got no intentions of coming back to 47, he should. You know what I'm saying? Open up the division. 140. Teofimo Lopez is a super champion. Not sure what he's gonna do. I know Top Rank offered him a fight with Ryan Garcia, a 1.5 guarantee with an upside on the pay-per-view. A good upside against Ryan Garcia, 70-30 type shit. So he turned it down. So I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna do. You never know. That makes sense. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's just the IBF. So I don't know what Teofimo gonna do. Arnold Barbosa is #1. He just signed with Golden Boy. He'll be back on the Virgil Ortiz card. That's January the 6th. So he'll probably take a good little fight and then get in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Because he should be the mandatory for Teofimo when it's due after the 18 months. Because he's the super champion. Jose Ramirez, he been quiet. I don't know what he got going on. Richardson Hitchens, he may be on the Berlinger card. He may be. I don't know. We'll see. Sandor Martin is fighting December 16th. He's the WBC mandatory. He got next. He got the winner between Haney and Program. Jack Catterall up in there. Evans Rodriguez. That's a good name. I like Evans Rodriguez versus Sabrina Matisse. I actually like that fight. They can do that in Puerto Rico. That should be crazy. Sean McComb just had a good fight yesterday. Got Jermaine Ortiz. Steve Claggett is on a roll. He's an entertaining fighter. Gary Antoine. We got new entry. Harlem Eubank. He fights with Wasserman. That's a cousin of Chris Eubank Jr. 135. So this is obviously we know Devin Haney vacated the rest of his titles. You know what I'm saying? Tyron losing Barbosa was foolish. I seen him live. Yeah, I don't know. They ain't had nothing for him, so it actually makes sense. They ain't got nothing for him. So if anyone they want to fight him, he had one more fight left on his deal. I mean, if they don't got nothing for him, then let him go and explore bigger and better options. So it might be a good decision for both, especially if he can get the Ryan Garcia fight. Now he's on that side, so they work out for him. So we know Haney vacated the other 3 belts. So the WBO is vacant. So we know Lomachenko is number 1, but he's actually going to fight Kambosos for the vacant IBF. I think it's April in Australia. So that leaves Dennis Beranchyk, who is going to fight. He's going to fight for the vacant title. Whether he fight Pitbull Cruz or somebody else, he's going to fight for the title. Andrew Gray, what's good with you, bro? Salute to you. So it's looking like right now it's going to be Dennis Beranchyk versus Pitbull Cruz for the vacant WBO title. The wild card was Emmanuel Navarrete, because he's a super champion, to move up and fight for the vacant title versus Beranchyk, but he just had hand surgery. He might be out to like the first quarter of next year, so maybe April or May. So he might be off the books. So right now, we'll probably see the WBO or the Beranchyk versus Pitbull Cruz pretty soon. So y'all stay tuned for that. And we know lightweight is a good division. A lot of these guys can fight each other, can mix and match. I like Barry Mortala. Frank Martin, he's a good fighter too. He's a Zapata. Got some good names up in here. It looks like, to me, that Tio turned down that kind of money. Must be making, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, right, the garbage man, right? Yeah, that's crazy, because the reason why that's so crazy, because you was going to get 70% against a who did the biggest pay-per-view this year. Ryan Garcia and Tank, they did 1.5, 1.2. They did the highest pay-per-view numbers this year. You know, so your guarantee is what the commission gonna pay you that night. But the plus side, the backside money is gonna be like 10 times that much. I don't know. Now he has a right to say, hey bro, let my guarantee be 4 million, 5 million, whatever it is, I got it. But hey, I don't know. Who you think will fight for the vacant WBO title? Dennis Beranchyk versus Isaac Pitbull Cruz. That's what I think. Alright, moving down. 130. So I touched on Navarrete. He just had hand injury. He fought 3 times this year. Heard this. He said, I know, right? Yes, sir. So he just had surgery on Friday, so he should be out for a couple of months. His mandatory is not due. He got 18 months. Albert Bell is number 1. Albert Bell I know he been staying active. He deserves an opportunity, though. He been number 1 or number 2 for the longest time. I heard stuff about him and Archie Sharp. That Archie Sharp is fighting next week, the 8th. Under the radar fight over there in the UK. So maybe they'll do that fight. Lynn Wilson is fighting December the 15th. That's not a bad fight. So we'll see. I suggested Albert Bell versus Jamel Herring in Cincinnati. Both guys got ties to Ohio. It makes sense to me, but it probably don't make sense to them. I get it. Jamel Herring just entered the new WBO rankings at number 10, fighting a guy that's, you know what I'm saying? So he got that high ranking against that type of opponent. Actually makes sense. But Jamel Herring probably can get a world title fight next. So I get it. If he can fight Joe Cordina now, because Joe Cordina lost a big fight because Conor lost. maybe he can get Joe Cordina. I think he should take it if that's an opportunity. Abraham Nova, he got Oshaki Foster February the 16th. That's gonna be a good fight. That's gonna be a good fight. Nunes is in negotiations with Rachmanov for the IBF final eliminator. Mark Marcelo is fighting this weekend down in Long Beach. They'll be on Fox Deportes. So he's making his 130 debut. He just entered the new rankings at number 13. So former world champion. Got a good promoter, good team around him. He could be climbing up the rankings real soon with a win over the weekend. Juice in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. No, Jamel Herring's not with Top Rank. He got released by them. He's working with Lou DiBella now. His last fight was on the Lou DiBella. I don't know if you've seen it. November the 7th, the Lou DiBella card. That's what he's working with right now. Featherweight, we got Robeisy Ramirez. So he'll be back on Saturday defending his title. He got the awkward Rafael Espinoza. 21-0, 18 knockouts. Can punch. He like 6'1". So it's a different look for Ramirez, Robeisy, but it is what it is. I think he's gonna do good in that fight. Big fights ahead for Robeisy Ramirez. I know they lined him up for a possible fight with Naoya anyway. He wanted a unification before that, maybe against Lopez, but Lopez will be back defending his IBF versus mandatory March the 2nd in Turnerstone. So we'll see. But Robeisy, after this voluntary, he'll have a mandatory that's due. So maybe they order Arnold Kagai. I mean, he's been number one for a couple of months. I want Stephen Fulton. I'm a boxing fan. I want the best fights, whether it's on that side of the street or not. From my understanding, Fulton is not with PBC, so he should be able to maneuver the way he needs to maneuver. Even if he with PBC, it shouldn't be a problem because they was cool with the anyway fight. Why not? That's just I just like the big fights. That's it. But that's probably not realistic. So after Robeisy, if he keep his title this weekend, he'll probably fight. They'll probably order Arnold Kagai if he's available. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. He said he got knocked out in the first round. I did see it on Fight TV. It was on the Zone. When Jamel Herring won. I don't know what fight you're talking about, but you're talking about Jamel Herring. He fought the guy. He knocked the guy out in the first round. Yeah, he got the knockout in the first round. It was on the Zone. I don't know. That's what I seen in it. But maybe Fight TV. That's what's up. If they doing both networks, that's cool. But yeah, he did get the first round knockout. Man, I appreciate you, bro, coming through, man. Appreciate that support for sure. So we'll see, yo. 126 is solid. Yeah, I think that was on the Zone because that was the same night that Metcalf, she beat the girl that's about to fight Ebony Bridges on that undercard. I don't know, maybe. I've been watching so many fights, man. I don't know. Wilson is a great opponent at 126. You talking about Liam Wilson? He fights at 130. I guess if he can make 26, that'd be solid. But he fights at 130. So we'll see. If he get an opportunity, that's cool. But you got some good names right here. Nick Ball is the WBC mandatory. He gonna get the winner between Ray Vargas versus Brandon Figueroa for the WBC title. Oh yeah, it's all good. But yeah, he's with he working with Luke. He said 130. Yeah, he is a good name for sure. Casemiro moved down. Yeah, that's what's up. Casemiro tripping. Let me see. So Ruben Villa is right there. He can fight one of these guys too. I talked about AB Ray Ford. He got the vacant title fight coming up. The WBA. Let me see. Who got some? Oh, Brandon Benitez, number 9. He's fighting this weekend too. That's a card that Mark Marcelo gonna be on. So that's what's up. 122 anyway, and Tapales coming up. So that's a couple of weeks, y'all. December 26th, undisputed. So that should be fun. Sam Goodman, he's the IBF mandatory. He's number 1 right here as well. So yeah, yes sir. fight. He was stripped as global title. Carl James Martin. Yes, sir. So my man Goodman is fighting on the 15th. He's fighting the kid from China, a southpaw. So staying active, I like it. He may want to get on the Tim Tszyu card May the 1st. That's what's up. These guys put themselves in position because you never know when anyway the winner of Tapasa anyway, you never know what's gonna happen. Especially if anyway win if you want to vacate. So these guys can put themselves in good position. There's some good names right here. I like to see, honestly, in every division, I like to see a tournament with like 5 on down. Do a tournament. So all these guys can fight each other. Jonas Sultan, I seen that he's coming back. Elijah Pierce right there. Liam Davies, he gonna have an opportunity. So what you think about the knockdown between? Oh yeah, it was behind the head. The left hook behind the head. It was. I mean, it was a shot that knocked him down though. So it was like, I don't know. I thought it was a good knockdown. You think we'll get Jamel or Lubin against Tim Tszyu? I think it's gonna be one of them, but I think it's gonna be Lubin. And the reason why I say that is this event is being pushed by Tim Tszyu's people. You know what I'm saying? I know he's with PBC, but Tim Tszyu's people is like putting up the money and they gonna do the event. So it more likely won't be like a big name that demands a lot of money, Jamel Charlo. So it'll probably be Lubin. You know what I'm saying? Lubin just moved up a couple of spots in the WBO rankings at number 2. He was like number 6 or 7 last month. So that actually makes sense. Because I don't know if we don't know his status, if he's going to come back to 54. So yeah, if I had to say, I'd say Tim Tszyu versus Lubin, which is a solid fight, for sure. All right, 118. So Jason Maloney has a title defense coming up January 13th. He's fighting on the Baturian and Callum Smith undercard. He got the number 7 contender, Saul Sanchez. That's a tricky fight right there. Like, Saul Sanchez can win that fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like that fight. Yeah, it's doing weird. It's doing good over there. They need to do. They need to have something like a Super 6 with the top 6. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like every division, just to eliminate some of those guys, because some of them be holding on to rankings forever. And like, what you gonna do with it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, kind of eliminate some of the options for the. And then if you weed out the best guys, then we know every champion will fight the best guy. You know what I'm saying? Instead of fighting, like Robisa is fighting Rafael Espinoza. A couple of months ago, Espinoza wasn't even ranked. That's how I figured out who he was fighting. Because I seen him, I was like, hold on. I be in these rankings like, you know what I'm saying, clockwork. So I seen his name pop up. I was like, nah, he must be fighting somebody. And then there you go. He got Robisi. But Raymond Gaballo, he should get the mandatory spot after Maloney make his defense. If he keep his title. That's a tough fight. German Kaha is gonna run it back with Tacoma anyway. They got a new date. So that's what's up. I think Paul Butler is fighting on that. Him and Archie Sharp is on the same card. I haven't heard much about it, but I seen a flyer for that shit. They fighting like, I don't know where they even fighting it. But I know they fighting. Yeah, Sanchez is tricky. Yeah, bro. Absolutely. Yeah, Sanchez can fight. For real. All right, so 115. So Johnson Nakatani is still the champion, but there's rumors about him moving up to 118. If he move up to 118, he possibly can be the mandatory for Jason Maloney. And then I know that's gonna be a nightmare for the family because you see what he did to the younger brother, the other twin, ran through him, got a knockout of the year candidate. So Nakatani, he's looking for an opponent. I heard he's going to be on one of these dates coming up. Maybe January 24th. One of them. But we'll see. I like Nakatani. He can fight. And his mandatory is not due yet. So if he's going to stay around at 15, we'll see. Andrew Maloney, the guy he knocked out, is fighting on December the 9th. I'm not sure if ESPN Plus gonna pick it up, but I think they fighting for a global title, WBO Global, I believe. He's facing Judy Flores from the Philippines. In 2 weeks, we got Jesse Bell Rodriguez. He got Sonny Edwards. That's a good one. That's Paul, but yeah, he fought. Yeah, under the radar, but he had a fight. Yeah, Sonny and Bam. That's gonna be a good one. December 16th. So the winner of that is the man in this division. You know what I'm saying? That same day we got Julio Cesar Martinez. He's defending his title versus Angelito Cordova. That's gonna be on Morrell's undercard on Showtime on PBC on Showtime. So that's Showtime's last card. So Martinez gonna defend his title on there. Hopefully the winners can fight each other. Martinez versus the winner of Bam and Sonny. That'd be good. That'd be real good. So looking forward to that. 108. So Jonathan Gonzalez, we should be hearing some news about his next fight date. I know he got an interim champion, Rene Santiago. Those guys been ordered to fight. Since then, Gonzalez signed with Amanda Serrano. So that just tells me maybe his next fight will be with MVP Promotions. You know what I'm saying? So maybe they'll announce that fight during Jake Paul's card December 15th. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. That's a solid fight. And honestly, I think Gonzalez is on upset alert. I think he's on upset alert. But we'll see. I'm waiting for those odds to come out. For real, because I don't know. I don't trust him. He's been getting sick, pulling out of fights as of late. I don't know. Maybe that's just something he just had to deal with. But yeah, I don't know. And he's not like the strongest, the best champion we have anyway. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. 108. So Kenshiro is looking for a fight, looking for an opponent as well. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm sick of these cats holding belts hostage, not fighting anyone. No. Yeah, I mean, man, that shit happens, bro. For real. It happens more than you think. I know Gonzalez was supposed to fight Kenshiro in a unification, but he pulled out with an illness. And that fight never got rescheduled. So, I don't know. But Kenshiro should be back. I forget who I heard. He gonna fight his WBA mandatory, Carlos Gonzalez. And Kenshiro is nice. Kenshiro is an underrated champion, unified champion at 108. I think if he moves up and get Bam or Sonny, those is like super fights down there for us. I know they don't get enough. We don't talk about it, but super fights. And then 105, you got Oscar Collazo. So y'all remember maybe a year or so ago, we only had one Puerto Rican champion. That was Amanda Serrano. Now we starting to get some more. We got Matisse this year. We got Jonathan Gonzalez and Oscar Collazo. So Collazo is with Golden Boy. He should be back in like February. He has a mandatory that's due, but the WBO gonna allow him a voluntary his next fight. So we'll see who he get. He can fight too. You know what I'm saying? His mandatory is Luis Castillo from Mexico. So that's what it is. You know, the WBO rankings really, you know, since I've been covering the rankings, it haven't been nothing too crazy that wowed me and surprised me. But they have little subtle moves that you have to pay attention to, depending on which fighter you support, which division you into. Like Mark Marcelo coming in at number 13. That's solid because former world champion, he bring a certain spice to the 130 division. You know, he was a big featherweight. I think he missed weight his last fight. I think he did. I can't remember. But I think he's explosive. I think his body would get a break from trying to make 26. And 26 starting to open up as a good division. Kind of like how 140 was. Not as deep, but they got some solid names because Shaki Foster may be the number one guy in that division. Joe Cordina still can fight the IBF champion, right? Navarrete Maybe not Red Tape the number one guy. I don't know. Those guys got to fight so we can find out. Lamont Rose Jr. just dethroned Hector Luis Garcia. Um, so we'll see what he do. He a free agent. It's opening up. You got punchers in that division. Rogmanov is a puncher. He's facing another puncher for the IBF mandatory, Nunes, Eduardo Nunes. You got Rocky Hernandez, who is a puncher. Abraham Nova kind of resurrected his career coming off the Robeisy Ramirez loss at featherweight. And he got 2 solid wins in a row. Now he fighting for a world title against O'Shaquie Foster. Oscar Valdez, the former world champion, big name, he a veteran. Up and coming guys like Henry LeBron up in there, coming off a good victory. He just beat Wayne Foster. We seen Capo Gonzalez on ProBox. You got Otabek, the kid from Georgia, who is the number 1 contender in the WBA. He's a problem. Like 130 starting to open up. You got the older guys like Jamel Herring. You got a guy that's a tough style matchup like Albert Bell, 6 foot. You know what I'm saying? He's tough, got good defense. Been sent down his punches lately. Leon Wilson is a good puncher. Like my man mentioned earlier, he's a solid guy. So when you really look at these guys, it's a good division. When you can run off names like this and say, damn, this is a solid division. And then you got guys coming up like Lee Wood. He got the clutch gene, you know what I'm saying? You never know what you're going to get with Lee Wood. He gets his ass whooped for 9-10 rounds, and then in the 11th round, hit you a right hand, and we going home. He bring a certain spice to the division. If we can get Leo Santa Cruz and Gary Russell Jr., we can get them active. So, yeah, 130 is Tevin Farmer, former world champion. You know what I'm saying? He's looking to campaign at 130. So you got guys like Ray Ford, who should be coming up pretty soon. He's been at 26 for a while. Body's filling out. Maybe time for him to go. Mauricio Lara. Like, it's a lot of names in this 130 division, and we can make some great fights. You know what I'm saying? So just had to throw that off the top. There's some good shit popping. For real. One day I'm gonna do a live about the 130 division. Let's go in depth on it. I don't believe anyway will ever fight in the States. Nah, bro. You got to take that one back. He coming. They are doing things differently where he's from. I don't like that because if you're world champion. Nah, bro, he coming. He's May of 2024. If he beat Tapalas, he got Luis Neri in Vegas. He's coming, bro. He fought here a couple of times. He was supposed to unify with Casemiro in April of 2020, but of course COVID happened. Now, he coming. And if you pay attention how Top Rank been stacking up opponents for him, like they just signed Otabek Kamalov. He about to fight for the vacant WBA title against Ray Ford. If he wins, that's a possible opponent. You got Luis Alberto Lopez, who's the IBF champion. They got him. They got Robeisy Ramirez. So they got 3 possible opponents for anyway to move up. And most of those fights will probably be over here. But he has to fight. Neri is the WBC mandatory. He has to fight Neri in the U.S. or maybe he might find somewhere else, wherever the money at. But what I learned is they gonna fight in Vegas, and that's because Neri can't fight in Japan because he's banned from Japan for missing weight a couple of times. So I see what you're saying, but they got plans for anyway to fight in the States for sure. Yeah, Lee Wood, he got that clutch gene. Yes, sir. And Lee Wood brings a different spice. Jordan Gill, we just seen him knock out Michael Collins, so we'll see. So we talked about 35. Devin Haney vacated WBO, the rest of the title. So it should be Dennis Beranicek versus Isaac Pitbull Cruz. If you guys want to go back and refer to the WBO rankings, our WBO convention, if you're into that, go check it out. I think I can put it in the chat real quick. But if you go to the WBO convention that they did, they got it on YouTube, and they broke down what's gonna be next. know what I'm saying? They broke it all the way down. They was giving Devin Haney the benefit of the doubt as a super champion. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't want to make a decision right then and there. But they said the possible scenarios. And now it's starting to play out since he vacated. You know what I'm saying? So y'all stay tuned. I'm going to drop this in the chat, though. Yes, sir. I'll make sure everybody is aware. They're good to go. I think it's like at the hour and 20-some minute mark. I forgot what it was. Hour and 31-minute mark. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, yes, sir. That's why I heard. Yeah, I heard they gonna do Neri versus Neri in Vegas in May, and then maybe now he'll probably go to Australia to fight Sam Goodman in a stadium fight. They're looking at that. They're looking at those options. Or if he can't feel like he can't make the weight no more, then he gonna fight one of those champions that I named in featherweight. So yeah, yes sir. He said Gonzalez sparring anyway. Okay. Yes sir. He sparred. Yeah, I know he sparred Blue Nose. He said I would love to go to that fight. Yeah, bro. I want to catch one of his fights live too. I want to hear the shots. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear those shits. So yeah, man, there's some good stuff going. So if Crawford vacated his titles like Haney did, man, Santillan versus Crawley, that would be a hell of a fight. If they're doing 1 versus 2, and Crawley is the #1 contender in the WBC. If he decides to take that, because he turned down an IBF eliminator, which is crazy. He turned that down. Well, I understood why he did. So it's possible that we can get Giovanni Santillan versus Josh Taylor for a vacant title. And, you know what I'm saying? Depending on what Crawford do. Let's say Josh Taylor have a comeback fight like in February. Win that fight, he'll probably move up in like the top 3 or 4 because Spencer's gonna fight Crawford. He's gonna fight Crawford. Galashev is going down the WBA route, so he kind of like moved to the side. I can see Josh Taylor being top 3 after his tuna fight if he decides to have one. So there's a lot of shit at play. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, good shit, bro. Good work, man. Get back at it, bro. So we'll see what's gonna happen, man. There's a lot of good stuff, a lot of scenarios in play. Tim Tszyu, so we spoke on that. He has a date penciled in for March the 1st in Vegas. So they tag teaming a big event with the rugby league. I guess it's big in Australia. So they're having a 2-day event in Las Vegas. I think the 2nd and the 3rd. But the event organizers want to have Tim Tszyu fight on that Friday. Because they're supposed to have like 10 to 15,000 Australian fans in Vegas that weekend. So they like, shit, let's do a whole weekend. Let's do Tim Tszyu on Friday and do the rugby shit Saturday and Sunday, and let's go crazy. That's a good ass idea. Like I said, my man asked me about would it be Jermell Charlo or Tim Tszyu. Well, Tim Tszyu's people is putting up the money. You know what I'm saying? And you know, so I'm not sure if they can dictate to Jermell Charlo. You know what I'm saying? He don't have no obligations to fight Charlo because he's not his mandatory. Now, he has one in a sense of a boxing fan want to see the best fights because it's a unification. It's the best fight to be made in 154 right now. Charlo and Tim Tszyu. But Erickson Lubin, that's a good fight too. That's a good fight. I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? And then Tim Tszyu can put his brother on the other card. He can put Sam Goodman on there. Lynn Wilson. All those guys is about to smoke. You know what I'm saying? Lynn Wilson came and fought Navarrete. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro. We'll see. Yes, sir. Jaime Munguia. If he wins, so he is they say he's the mandatory, but it's not due. He got John Ryder, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm still up in the air if this fight is realistic because Canelo working with Golden Boy. How, you know what I'm saying? How they smooth things over to make big fights? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I know they in some type of negotiation. And yes, sir, that's what it is, though. And this heavyweight card, that shit gonna be crazy. December 23rd. So I'm looking forward to it for sure. Yeah, I like to hear them show. Yeah, bro, I like to hear them like see if it's real. That's a good plan. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You hear them shots be different, bro. I remember I went to Triple G's first fight in the U.S. up in Turnerstone when he fought Gregory Prostor, like 2012 or some shit like that. I think it was like September 1st, 2012. And his sat there and watched the whole card. It was like 8 fights on that card. And everybody punches this sound, whatever. You can hear the punches, but his shit sound different when he was hitting that dude. When he was hitting him with jabs. So yeah, that shit is, yeah. You can tell who punching. So yeah. So that's what it is with the WBO rankings, man. Hopefully y'all got something from it. Y'all can go to their website, check it out yourself. If you want to keep tabs on what's going on, I suggest you do that. You know what I'm saying? And see what's popping with the rankings. You can always find something that's going on. I heard Ben came. Yeah, Ben. Who's that? Ben can't fight in the state. Conor Ben. Conor Ben just fought in Florida in September on the Richardson Hitchens card. It may be. I mean, for big, I would say maybe. It depends. Heavyweight boxing for sure, but I don't know if it's the new home. Reason why, because fans can't go there. You know what I'm saying? Do they have gambling over there? That takes away a lot of stuff. Now, they can pay guys. I don't know if it's going to be the new home, because the essence of boxing is letting fans can go to the fights. You know what I'm saying? They just got their people there. And all the other people that go to the fight ain't like regular people. Like in Vegas, there's walk-up people. People just walking along the strip and say, oh shit, it's a fight. Let's go in there. Let's go in the MGM real quick and go watch the fight. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that. They got like high rollers and shit. So I don't know if it's the home. He said Conor Ben. Yeah, Conor Ben, he just fought in September on the Zone. That was on the Hitchens card. He fought in Florida. So, I don't know. Unless something else just happened that I'm aware of. I don't think he can fight in the UK because of the drug thing, the negotiations, but I mean the investigation. We'll see. But that's what it is, though. I want to salute everybody coming through. I'll be back tomorrow. I got my pre-gaming show. I want to touch on the upcoming fight week, breakdowns, predictions, and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Conor Ben, or was that just Vegas? I don't know, but he fought. You talking about Conor Ben fighting in the U.S.? Can he fight here? I think he can, but if you talking about him and Eubank next fight, I heard they were supposed to fight. They want to do it in the UK, but Conor Ben and his license situation for the drug test, I don't know. So maybe they have to go to somewhere like Abu Dhabi or somewhere in the Middle East. So I don't know. They don't gamble. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you losing money and you losing the essence of boxing. Like, boxing fans can't go over there and watch the fight. Like, nobody got like the regular person, boxing fan, don't got the bread to pay $1,800 for a flight to Saudi Arabia and shit. Oh yeah, UK. Yeah. He having issues in the UK. Yeah. So they haven't cleared him yet to fight, but yeah. So yeah, that's what it is. I'll be back tomorrow, 6:00 West Coast time. We're gonna touch on this upcoming fight week. We got a big fight week. Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis pay-per-view. We're gonna touch on that, break it down. And we got some more cards. We got Jared Hurd is fighting next week. Jesse Hart. A couple of PBC fighters are fighting on local shows, club shows. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be advised of that. That's good. Actually, they can stay busy. Mark Macedo fighting on the club show. Jared Hurd, Jesse Hart, Trayvon Marshall, and Anthony Kuba. Those guys is fighting on, they PBC fighters, and they fighting on small show cards to stay active. So you guys can check out on my website. I got the schedule for next week, and we're going to touch on. We got Rabis Ramirez coming back, Xander Zayas. Top Rank got a hell of an undercard with their prospects: Shushu, Richard Torres, Jihad Tucker, Rohan Polanco, Tiger Johnson. Like, it's a good fight week. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to touch on all that tomorrow. And we got a fight card on Sunday, too. December the 10th. Chris Billum Smith, he's fighting on Peacock. So we can watch that in the States. So feel free to tap into that, set your notifications, and we can chop it up some more. So, yeah, once again, man, I want to salute everybody. Yeah, bro, I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you guys coming through. Yeah, those be the best fights to go to. I appreciate you guys coming to the building. You know what I'm saying? I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm out.